The 12, I got Badu Jack, Isha Smith, Andre Berto fights there. Then I got other fights coming up. After that, I have Carlos Velasquez fighting world title with Dominican. I can't remember right now, but it's a good fight. It's a world championship fight, September 29th. And then after I got 6 more fights, just working on the details. After finishing these negotiations or with these fights, I'm going home for a week and then I'll get back to business and work again. So I'll be able to tell you once I get everything together, I'll tell you those names.
Okay, great. Wow. So what's your stable at now? How many fighters are you working with?
I got Lucian Bute, who just won a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. He's also likely might be fighting in December. We don't know. He's going to find out eventually in the next weeks. So if that's the case, then we have camp in Canada and Florida as well. So there's plenty of fights. It's just that everything is not known until the last moment when everything's settled. So I'm just waiting to see the dates.
You play a huge role, a bigger role in your fighters than most strength and conditioning coaches do in others, especially since we've seen in the past. Are you involved at all in the selection of the fights or the dates or anything like that, knowing that you are the one who has to prepare them, knowing that you have the expertise in terms of how long it'll take them to get ready? Are you involved at all in who they fight or when they fight?
Of course. I don't make the decision. Sometimes they, for example, they get a very short notice, 2-3 weeks, or maybe sometimes 4 weeks. And if I don't think it's enough time for me to prepare, I decide just to walk away. And I'll tell them, go ahead, and then next fight we'll do. I need at least 8 weeks minimum, and I'll sit with them. And then if I feel that it's very close, I just won't take the fight. As far as the coaches, I never get involved on how they do things. I respect their job. I let them work. I do mine, and they also respect my work. So it works pretty good. Me and Coach Salas had a very good chemistry because he's a guy who understands science, very knowledgeable in what he does. He understands what I do, and it's amazing. We have been connecting very well with a lot of his fighters, and also the way he trains. He trained Kameda was amazing, showing him specifics that for a lot of coaches doesn't mean a lot. But when it comes to science, details are the most important thing than anything else. So I'm very selective as far as the dates, who I work with, because it's not just about taking a paycheck. Sometimes you get fighters that come to you say, I pay you this much. But sometimes when you look back into how they do things, several habits are not good, and I'd rather just not get involved because, you want a guy who is going to give you 100% in the training, is going to listen to you, not a guy who's you're going to tell him you're going to eat this, the next time you know it, he's sliding pizzas down and hamburgers, because then they don't make weight, and who looks better? The first one they blame is the strength conditioner, so I don't want to be part of it. My boxers always make weight. I make sure they always make weight. There's no way in the world that none of my guys ever going to fail weight, because training them is part of it. You have to be responsible. It comes with a big responsibility. So everything they do on the field, not only in the ring, but everything they do, it comes from making weight, make sure they physically fit, make sure you protected them when it comes to health habits. Now, when it comes to the fight day, now it's up to them. They prepare. Now they have to put it on the ring. Of course, the corners. Then that's why I just sit down and watch. My job is done. Once they make weight, I'm done. Now it's up to them to put it on the field.
Now, last question.